Oh, that is good sandwich.
What the hell did you get?
Have you ever thought that fast food chains sometimes go a little too far trying to keep things interesting? Well, you're right. Here are the top 20 craziest fast food menu items of the last decade. Part 3. Whopperito, Burger King.
The land of the free and the home of the blank.
Home of the Whopper?
You've got to be kidding me.
In recent years, there has been a massive hype surrounding tacos. So, back in 2016, Burger King wanted to hop on the bandwagon and came up with its very own version of a taco, the Whopperito. It was basically like a Whopper, only rolled up like a burrito. It contained ground beef, lettuce, tomatoes, onions, and pickles wrapped in a tortilla instead of a bun, and was topped with a generous amount of queso sauce.
Queso.
Queso who?
While it might sound like a crazy concept, technically it was really just a cheeseburger wrap. But still, BK gets an A for effort. The Whopperito didn't last very long on the menu, and yet it's still one of the most talked about Burger King menu items. Glazed donut breakfast sandwich, Dunkin' Donuts.
Eat the donut.
Usually, when you're looking for a healthy, hearty breakfast, your first stop might not be a fast food joint. However, if healthy isn't your top priority, then you could have indulged in the glazed donut breakfast sandwich from Dunkin' Donuts. Introduced in 2013, this sandwich was Dunkin' Donuts' attempt to fuse together savory and sweet by sandwiching bacon and egg between two sugary glazed donut halves.
Donut.
As caloric as it sounds, it was surprisingly not that outrageous, with only 360 calories. Other chains have tried to come up with their own version of donut sandwich, but none have ever really gotten to Dunkin's level. Travis Scott meal, McDonald's.
Rarely does someone get an entire meal named after them like you did at McDonald's.
If you haven't heard of the Travis Scott meal, then you probably haven't been on the internet for a while. This meal created a buzz so big that McDonald's locations across the country started running low on the basic ingredients to create it. The limited-time meal was offered for roughly 2 weeks and was a collaboration between the Golden Arches and Travis Scott, and highlighted the rapper's go-to order. It included a quarter pounder with cheese, bacon, and lettuce, a medium fry with barbecue sauce, and Sprite with extra ice. All of this for only $6. Fans went wild. At some locations, quarter pounders sold out entirely within the first few days. Talk about a successful collab. Pop-Tart ice cream sandwich, Carl's Jr.
Hey, Tubby! Want another Pop-Tart, Tubby?
Fast food restaurants aren't always known to push the limits when it comes to desserts, but in 2013, Carl's Jr. went above and beyond to come up with something so crazy, we wish it were still around today. The chain bravely added a Pop-Tart ice cream sandwich to its menu, which was just as tasty as it sounds. A generous scoop of vanilla ice cream between two iced and sprinkled strawberry Pop-Tarts. This was the definition of a sugar rush. It was first tested in a handful of California stores before it was distributed all over the country. Sadly, the Pop-Tart sandwich is no longer available, to the great sadness of many. I guess you could always try to make these at home. Ice cream? Check. Pop-Tarts? Check. There you go. You're all set. Pumpkin spice French fries.
You know what's crazy about this time of year? Everything is pumpkin spice.
Everybody knows about pumpkin spice. It's practically been declared the official flavor of autumn. You've got your pumpkin spice lattes, your pumpkin spice muffins, cakes, bread, you name it. There is pumpkin spice everywhere now, including on French fries. Well, in Japan, at least.
Right fried potatoes.
Yep, French fries.
In 2016, as the pumpkin spice season began, McDonald's Japan took matters into its own hands and created the pumpkin and chocolate sauce-covered French fries. The seasonally inspired offering was a spin on the McChocolate potato, another pretty crazy Japanese side dish. It was available from the end of September until Halloween, with the black and orange colors giving off spooky Halloween vibes. Naked chicken chalupa, Taco Bell.
I feel naked.
This next out-of-this-world item is kind of like Taco Bell's answer to the KFC Double Down. You know, that insane sandwich made with fried chicken instead of bread? Well, in 2017, Taco Bell decided it wanted to try its own version of the KFC Beast, and the naked chicken chalupa made its first appearance. The traditional taco shell was replaced by a taco-shaped piece of fried chicken and included lettuce, tomatoes, and an avocado ranch sauce.
Bring me my ranch dressing hose.
Even though it's not a part of the permanent menu, the naked chicken chalupa has made a couple of well-received comebacks, and there's no telling when or if it will be back again. Sonic Red Bull Slushes.
Ever had a Red Bull? I never had a Red Bull before, but I had a Red Bull last night. I really like Red Bull.
Sonic is probably one of the fast food chains with the biggest menu. Like, really big. You can get pretty much anything you fancy at Sonic, including a line of refreshing and iconic slushes.
Time for my morning slushie.
Obviously, there are the classic flavors like cherry and grape, but in 2018, Sonic started to get even more inventive and introduced a bunch of new flavors like pickle and nerds. However, in 2018, it wanted to kick things up another notch and came up with Red Bull Slushes. Designed to refresh and energize, the Red Bull Slushes came in 2 different flavors, Original Red Bull and Cherry Limeade Red Bull. You could cool down and pep up all at once. Ghost Whopper, Burger King.
Yeah, I've seen a ghost.
You too?
What better burger to accompany your spooky drink than an even spookier Whopper? The chain came up with the Ghost Whopper just in time for Halloween in 2019. And to say that it was scary looking would be an understatement.
Guys, I'm scared. I'm really scared.
It was a regular Whopper, you know, with the same flame-grilled beef topped with tomatoes, lettuce, and all, but the difference was with the bun. The pale, sickly-looking white cheddar cheese-flavored bun. It's not the first time Burger King released a scary variation of its Whopper, but it was certainly the first time it was approved by a psychic medium. Allegedly. Cranberry Turkey Burger, Fatburger.
Cranberry sauce. Now we're talking.
Thanksgiving, the time of the year we all sit around the table and say what we're grateful for. Well, back in 2019, we were all grateful for Fatburger after it came out with the Cranberry Turkey Burger. This burger was literally the entire holiday in the form of a burger. It had a turkey patty topped with cranberry jelly, cranberry mayo, lettuce, pickles, and onions on a plain bun. The only thing that was missing? Maybe some stuffing or some good old family drama.
Oh my, Lois, those sweet potatoes look delicious.
That's the stuffing, Ma.
The festive burger was released along with a pumpkin spice shake and sweet potato fries to complete the Thanksgiving feast. Meat Mountain, Arby's.
That is an awful lot of meat for a vegetarian restaurant.
If there's one thing we know about Arby's, it's that they really do bring the meats. The chain has proven this time and again, but it was never more evident than in 2014 when the Meat Mountain was rolled out. The $10 beast consists of more meat than you've probably ever seen in one sandwich. It includes chicken tenders, turkey, ham, corned beef, brisket, Angus steak, roast beef, and bacon. Oh, and we can't forget about the abundant amount of Swiss cheese and cheddar because otherwise it just wouldn't be big enough.
Bigger is better.
If you feel like conquering the mountain, all you need to do is ask for it, as it is part of Arby's secret menu. Maple Waffle Sandwich, Burger King.
Hey, it's waffle time, won't you have some waffles of mine?
You probably heard all about the love-hate relationship people had with Taco Bell's Waffle Taco. It was brutal, but Burger King was still confident enough that they reinvented their breakfast sandwich by swapping the usual bagel or croissant for a maple-infused waffle.
Now, sir, don't you waffle on that brunch.
Let's just say this one did a little better than its competitors did. The limited edition item came with either ham, bacon, or sausage, fluffy eggs, and a slice of American cheese. Sounds pretty yummy to us. Wendy's Frosty Cookie Sundae.
You eat a sundae. Marge, get Lisa a sundae.
Wendy's isn't known for having a lot of dessert options. It does have its signature Frosty, and that is plenty enough. However, there was a time Wendy's wanted to dive a little further into the dessert game and introduced the Frosty Cookie Sundae. Just as delicious as the name suggests, the Frosty Cookie Sundae is made with ice-cold, creamy vanilla Frosty, along with chocolate chunk cookie bites, and topped off with rich Ghirardelli chocolate sauce.
I caught him, and his face was covered in chocolate and cookie crumbs.
This tasty twist on the Frosty was first released in April 2019, but it got so much positive feedback that Wendy's decided to bring it back in 2020. Maybe if we're lucky, Wendy's will make this an annual thing. Sweet and crunchy tenders. Popeyes.
Stay crunchy, man. Stay crunchy.
At first sight, sweet and crunchy chicken tenders might not sound too crazy. Maybe it comes with a sweeter sauce and the chicken is simply extra crunchy. But Popeyes really went all out and did its best to surprise its customers. The sweet and crunchy tenders aren't just tenders in a sweetened batter, they're literally cookie crusted. The chicken was breaded in a coating of shortbread cookies, fried, and then served with a jam-like dipping sauce.
Oh, this is my jam.
Apparently, kids went nuts for it. Ah, shocking, I know. Sometimes you need to let the crazy out before the genius comes. Cinnabon Dessert Biscuits, KFC.
It tastes exactly like Cinnabon. In fact, same shape, same swirl, same frosting.
Out of every fried chicken joint that serves biscuits, everyone knows that KFC has some of the best. However, KFC found a way to make them even more delicious and, dare we say, perhaps better than in their original form.
Enjoy the biscuits!
For a limited time in 2020, the chain began smothering its fluffy carb pillows with cinnamon brown sugar glaze from Cinnabon and cream cheese frosting to create the perfect sugary after-chicken treat. This amazing mashup of two iconic brand classics was available exclusively in Canada, and even though it looks a bit chaotic, it was worth the hype. This is one KFC should start sharing. Burger dippers, Jack in the Box.
Dana, look!
Is that a fish stick?
Burgers are pretty good on their own, so are French fries. So what happens when you take both of these fine foods and mix them together? You get the insane menu item Jack in the Box blessed us all with back in 2019. The burger dippers consisted of a meat mixture that tasted just like a cheeseburger, covered in batter and then deep fried and cut up into crispy sticks.
It tastes burger-ish.
Perfect for dunking. This burger you could eat like a fry could be dipped in ketchup or in good old ranch, and it seemed like this could be the next big thing. However, it didn't stick around for very long. Successful or not, Jack really thought outside of the box on this one. Mini Froot Loops Donuts Milkshake, Hardee's.
Don't lose your Fruit Loops, Fruit Loops.
Hardee's, or Carl's Jr., depending on where you live, didn't just stop at the Pop-Tart ice cream sandwich. After a couple of years, the chain came back with another fun and colorful dessert, the Mini Froot Loops Donuts Milkshake. To help beat the summer heat, Hardee's released the treat made of creamy, hand-scooped ice cream, blended with real milk, and garnished with a Froot Loops mini donut and a nice portion of whipped cream on top.
With extra whipped cream.
It might just be one of the cutest, most sugary desserts yet, and unsurprisingly, one of the best. Firecracker Burrito, Taco Bell.
Where's my burrito? Where's my burrito?
When in search of a good burrito, you're probably looking for something with a little pep, a little spark that no other has. However, there's a fine line between heat and insanity. Taco Bell likes to play on both sides of the line, but with the introduction of the Firecracker Burrito, there was no telling which side this one fell on. The burrito started like many others. The real party started once customers sprinkled on the secret ingredient, a peppery version of Pop Rocks.
Even if it's just a few Pop Rocks?
Are you crazy?
These cayenne popping crystals became the talk of the town, so much so that people still talk about them to this day. That's one way to wake up your taste buds. Chicken and waffle basket, Dairy Queen.
Who wants chicken and waffles?
Dairy Queen might not be the first place you think of when you want something savory, and yet they serve some pretty mean meals that are worth trying, like the chicken and waffle basket, or at least they used to. This one had literally everything you might be craving. Fried chicken? Yep. Fries? Oh yes. Sweet Belgian waffles? Uh-huh.
Now, boys, what would you say to some Belgian waffles?
It was the perfect thing to eat just before treating yourself to a nice, decadent blizzard. Plus, it was served with a side of syrup for drizzling. Hopefully, Dairy Queen listens to the voice of reason and brings this delicious offering back. Angry Whopper, Burger King.
That's my secret, Cat. I'm always angry.
Around for over 6 decades, Burger King constantly tries to keep the Whopper young and fresh by giving it makeovers. In 2012, the Whopper got mean. The Angry Whopper featured a beef patty, hardwood smoked bacon, habanero cheese, jalapeno slices, spicy fried onion petals, tomatoes, lettuce, and a spicy angry sauce. With an intense calorie count and intense heat factor, the Angry Whopper was not for the faint of heart.
Spicy! Why is that spicy?
Burger King brought it back for some time in 2019, but toned down the spiciness a bit. But nothing could beat the original Angry Whopper. Frappula, Starbucks.
Work it, Dracula.
Halloween is the perfect time to get spooky, and many fast food chains take this opportunity to release new themed products. Starbucks always rises to the occasion, and in October of 2015, Frappula was born.
This tastes nothing like real blood!
The blended beverage layered mocha sauce, white chocolate mocha sauce, milk, and ice, over a dollop of whipped cream and a sinister layer of strawberry puree oozing down into the cup. And finally, it's topped with more whipped cream. Not scary enough? Introduced in 2014 was Frappula's sibling, the green tea Franken Frappuccino. So take your pick. Hungry for more? Just tap or click another video. First time here? Then leave us a comment and hit that like button.